You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN. And now back to the big game. The Amador Buffaloes take on the Argonaut Mustangs at Argonaut with sportscasters Jim Vinciguerra and Keith Davis.
Okay, folks, we're back. Second quarter about ready to get underway. 6-0 in favor of the Mustangs. And listen, take your pick. We're having a real problem seeing numbers. As you can see, we're going to try the best we can. The Buffaloes are back to punt. And the punt is up and away, and this is going to be Norris, maybe 28?
It's 28, it's Norris.
Okay, so Norris gets the ball, brings it up to past midfield. The ball's going to be sitting right now on the 45-yard line. The second quarter of the game of the week brought to you by the American Legion Post 108, who contributes to many Amador County programs and activities or scholarships for high school students. The American Legion baseball team, first aid training, free standby ambulance service at sporting events, scouting, government programs for boys and girls, training for fire police, emergency medical technicians, and ambulance service for all of Amador County. Again, the American Legion Post 108, it's now and forever.
I am actually having a hard time seeing.
I'm going to move over here to the monitor. Maybe I can see a little better on the monitor.
Anyway, the Mustangs with the ball, and everybody's at home with Drake in motion, and it's going to be number 33, 5, 10, 15, 18-yard run by number 33, Chris Barnes.
Now, I hope the fans notice that Argonaut still ran the double wing, but here's something they did different. Normally you have the fullback line up right behind the quarterback's backside, not even a yard away. This time he's 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, letting him to take a look and see where the opening is, and he can hit it full speed. He saw there's nothing up the middle, so he took it outside. Good play. And again, this is all predicated by the weather.
First down Mustangs, so
I think in getting outside too, he got to some better grass out there too.
Well, yeah, he's got better footing on the flats,
and he's going downhill, so to speak. I mean, he's running full speed.
All right, lead blocking there.
The ball sitting on the 26.
Loose ball. It's on the ground.
It still squirts backwards, and it's going backwards again.
Loose.
Oh, what a scrum!
My goodness.
Oh.
Joe Soares, number 12, ends up with the ball.
So the Mustangs turn over the ball on a fumble there, and that ball squirted 15 yards, Keith.
Again, the playing conditions makes for an even ball game.
Well, it was just a bad exchange or a slip exchange right from the beginning. It went on the ground. Medlin stepped back. Well, then the footing's so bad he couldn't get back up to it.
Right.
And then everybody's jumping on top of it. So we'll see now if the Buffaloes can take advantage of this.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
And Argonaut
Rutherford up the middle. Still on his feet. First down yardage. Gains of about 12 on that play.
Okay, that was again the stack eye, and this time they gave it to the second back, not the third back.
And was that Rutherford?
Yeah, it was
36? 36 is Murphy.
That's the second back.
I saw the 2-6. Okay.
That's the second back. Again,
I think that maybe that's their first down.
Yeah.
And that's in games like this, you talk about, can the turnovers turn the game around?
Well, see, Amador is running downhill like Barnes did that last play.
Stack high, first man through this time, Keith.
That's right.
Stop for no gain.
And, again, that's a tribute to both coaches being able to adjust their offenses based upon the weather.
An injured player down. Hunt Well Drilling Company, your source for new wells and upgrades, including well deepening, pump installation, repair and replacement, water storage tanks, pressure booster systems, septics, and grading. Voted best Amador County well and pump company for 2 years running. Call Hunt Drilling for package discounts and estimates. That phone number is 223-2811. And we've got an injured player down on the field, and it's referee's timeout, so we're going to bow out with the ball on the 45-yard line. So stay tuned. We're coming back at you. Okay, folks, we're back after the injury timeout. The ball sitting on the 44-yard line, where it's second down and 8 for the Buffaloes, who recovered that squibbed fumble that was on the ground for about 15 yards. Stacked offense again. Last man through, this has got to be Rutherford.
Getting a good push.
See where that ball comes up now. It's getting tough here, folks.
Well, I'll tell you, the defensive line is basically taking charge for the Mustangs, and it's frustrating the Buffaloes right now because they know that if they can get Rutherford loose, you know, that's what they want. They can exploit that speed.
Okay, we've got a third down and about 5.5, 6 yards to go. An important down, third coming up. Still in the same offensive set, stack I. Bellotti, quarterback, second man
back.
through. First down yardage and then some, folks. He's got about 7 on that play.
And is that Murphy? It was last
That's
time.
Jordan Murphy, 36. It looks like he got it down to about the 32.
Close to it, Rick, but first down yardage for Murphy.
And notice that the second, this is the second play to that side to him, so they found a weakness and they're exploiting it. And Argonaut's going to have to shore up that side of the defensive line.
All right, 1st and 10. They're coming back with the same set. 3 backs, I formation. This is going to be Rutherford. And I think he's drilled close to the line of scrimmage. See where they spot this ball. Making the stop, number 54, Pent at middle linebacker.
You know, I think at this time, you know, again, this is what's fun about coaching up here. I might stay in that same formation with the backs and put one of them in motion and see if you can isolate, say, Rutherford in the flat.
Go one-on-one with a linebacker or something of that nature.
We're going to give Rutherford about 3 on that play. Makes it 2nd and 7. Okay, it says a pitch to Rutherford again.
And he
still on his feet, still going. First down yardage.
And it started out like a sweep to the right side, and then he cut hard left. You know, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but the defensive backs for Argonaut have been scooting up and scooting up and scooting up, and this may be the time that the tight end all of a sudden releases for a pass.
Well, and on that pitch, Rutherford he kind of sat back and waited for the pitch, and then he was able to kind of read where the hole was.
Okay, the ball's sitting on about the 15-yard line from what we can tell. 1st and 10. Bellotti at quarterback. That's going to be a handoff to Murphy over the left side.
Yeah.
We'll see his forward progress here when they spot it. Again, that was a first down play. He's going to get about 2 on that one. Give him 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. JH Wholesale in Sutter Creek is your RV headquarters, specializing in previously owned travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, and heavy-duty trucks. Save thousands of dollars by purchasing a quality used RV with low mileage, immaculate interiors, and all of the extras that you dream of. Visit JH Wholesale today or give them a call, 267-9444. Located on the Italian Picnic Grounds in Sutter Hill. What do we have there?
The stack guy again to the right side. I think it was Rutherford that carried the ball.
They got it down to about the 11-yard line now. 3rd down. 8:10 to go. 6-0 Mustangs on top. Buffalo's driving here in the 2nd quarter.
And they're knocking at the door. They're saying, hey, we're coming in. Argonauts, show us what you got.
Well, and from up here, we won't even know if they get through the door. I mean, with that fog, we'll be waiting for people to cheer. We'll go, okay, who's yelling?
Which side is cheering?
Yeah, that's
okay,
it.
We've got a 3rd down and make it 6.
Stack guy again. 3rd back.
Rutherford going through the middle of the line, and he's stacked in the middle this time, Keith.
Actually, that looked like a trap play. It looked like the left guard pulled. Rutherford going left and then cutting right real fast behind the guard block, and it was plucked up.
Norton, 51, in on that stop.
Now 4th and 4, so a loss of 1 on that play.
Boy, this is a big down for both teams. And they're saying, hey, guys, quit stopping the clock.
I know, Paul Ancinelli, he wants to make sure that since there's no dance, let's stay here.
He's the
Give
announcer.
the people what they
he's not running the clock?
No,
He's the announcer.
Well, okay, let's blame him anyway. Sounds good to me. Hey, Paul.
7:15 left in the...
I think Argonaut crossed the...
I'll tell you what, if Argonaut did, that gives them a 1st and goal.
And
That's
Let's see what the...
we talked about this, I believe, in the JV game. You change the cadence, people jump.
So now you end up with first and goal. Now, I'll tell you what, they ran a 2-point conversion last week, Tom, and Jim, you'll know this. They ran that little slant pattern. They put Jordan Murphy out on they just kind of flexed him out a little bit. They ran a slant for the 2-point conversion. So they're in an area right now where they could run that slant again.
Okay, Bellotti, this is Murphy, second man through, straight up over right guard. Gains about, I'd say, 3 on the play. We'll see where the spot is.
Now, this is the thing, right, Keith? In the big game, the Mustangs scored 53 points or something the week before.
Correct.
And then the Buffaloes scored 28 or whatever. Lots of scoring a week before. But when you come to the big game, it's like mano a mano.
That's exactly right. And one team is 3-1 in league, and the other one's 4-0 in league. And again, it's the team that makes the fewest mistakes. And Connor Drake, he broke a tackle, and he was able to capitalize on it. And Amador, they're knocking at the door because Argonauts made a couple crucial mistakes.
Well, and that's right. That's what turns ball games around.
And that started with the fumble.
And here you go. And
started with a fumble recovery, and then Argonaut down here jumps off sides, being eager, wanting to put the big stop on, and they shoot themselves in the foot.
That ball is inside the 5-yard line, Rick, so they've got 4 yards for a TD.
Remember, we were talking about, I think it was that 81 game that it ended up over at Amador, that once you didn't have good field position, then nobody scored. It rained so hard that night that, well, the Ark, they started loading up sheep and cows and all that. And I mean, it rained. I
bet you 2 inches.
It was horrible.
Unbelievable.
All right,
but
Coach.
It all came down to take advantage of what you're given.
Coach Goggin in drawing up the play, and he's walking off the field, so they're coming up with something probably different here. Let's see how they line up.
And Rick, that was 82.
Let's not. Hey, that was 30 years ago.
It was
anyway.
82. Okay. We want to be
I
right.
Remember that.
All right.
1982. Okay.
Okay. Amador wants to re-up here. I don't know what's...
you and I. So, Jim,
What's the deal?
chair or trumpet did you play?
Let's describe
Left.
where the people are.
Left chair. All right, inside the 4, Amador's coming up to the line.
All right, here we go. It's different formation.
Right up the middle, an excellent surge by
Big push.
26, Rutherford, and he's in for the score from that 4-yard line out. And I tell you, one guy hit him, stood him up, and whoever it was, I didn't catch the number, but ran right over him for the TD.
Well, I'll tell you, I just looked at the field judge on this side because I could not see anything. So I just watched the field judge. He came in, put his arms in the air, and I figured, okay.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
So Rutherford gets 6.
I'm telling you right now, if they kick the ball and it goes over the scoreboard, they'll never get back.
We got to get another ball.
You won't be able to find it.
Struve in for the extra point. Ball's down. It's up and good. So right now, Amador Buffaloes up by 1, 7-6, with 6:21 left in the half.
We got a ball game.
Well, both teams, just what we talked about, both teams took advantage of what you give him.
That's right.
You had a tackle. Connor says, no, I'm going all the way. The Buffaloes, you think the Mustangs are going to drive. A fumbled snap, it gets squirted around. They took advantage of it, so both teams have scored based on gifts that they were given.
That's right. That's right.
Rich Forrester is proud to serve you as District 2 representative on the Board of Supervisors, a resident of Amador County in District 2 since 1975. Rich and his wife Lori have 2 daughters, Lindsay and Tyler, and he's active in many community organizations and employed with the California Youth Authority. He also runs a small cattle ranch. To reach Supervisor Forrester, give the board office a call. It's 223-6470. Okay, so back deep for the Mustangs right now. Drake and Norris, 21 and 28.
And
also
Van Rector, 22.
I can't.
It's tough to see. I don't know. We're doing the best we can. Hopefully we can still bring it to you. With Tom's excellent camera work, not getting too faked out on those fakes, we're still with you, Tom, We're still behind you all the way. The kick is going to be a short one. He's down. He's down. That was 28 Norris. Went down to the knee.
He got the ball. It didn't get by him. He didn't fumble it.
26-yard line where the Mustangs are going to take over.
With 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter, Amador's ahead 7-6.
Now this is the answer. This is where the Mustangs, if they're going to take control of this game, they've got to answer this right now.
That's right.
And say, you know what, we're undefeated, and there's a reason we're undefeated, and we'll come right at you here. It's on about the 13-yard line. No, 23-yard line.
23-yard line. So the Mustangs come up in a tight formation this time with Drake and Norris at back. It's going to go to Drake around the right side, and no yardage there either.
Well, I'll tell you the difference right now has been that the Buffaloes said, you know what, they may have written us off, but we just scored, and we're going to take charge on defense.
That's right. The momentum's changed big time here. Now, you got John Hardy came in. He came in with the play. And take it back. He came in and replaced someone because Melvin was over there talking to Ricky Davis, the head coach of Argonaut. And, you know, they've been getting some really big pursuits here. Wouldn't be a bad time to do a little reverse or a counter play.
You know, you're right, Keith, because defensively they're so fired up right now. A little misdirection.
Okay, we've got a pass. Medlin, well, he had his hand up, brought it back down, and goes down. So it's going to be 4th down and lots of yards to go for a first.
I would think they would punt in a situation like this.
4:36 left in the half.
Okay, now the key is the snap and
yeah, that's right.
That's the biggest thing right now is getting the snap back to the punter and let him just get it away somehow. So Ryan's going to punt.
And I'd certainly put pressure on him.
They could put pressure on him in a quick minute. Nice snap. Excellent snap. The ball's up, and it's going to go up to about the 50. It's going to go to the 46-yard line of the Buffaloes where they take over. So,
nice defensive stand by Amador.
Not bad field position for Amador with over 4 minutes left in the half.
Well, Keith, just like you said at the top of the show, this is going to be a ball game.
That's right.
It is a ball game. You know, and it's so much fun in our community how, you know, the handicappers are out there handicapping this game, and, oh, yeah, we have this and then there. But I still believe it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
You know, it's 11 against 11 every year.
Okay, the stack eye ready to go from scrimmage. Rutherford left side, and he's going to get nailed for a loss or maybe made it up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and give him 10.
Yeah, there was a little, they kind of, Bellotti, they bobbled the snap a little bit on that play.
And the lineman that was pulling down the line of scrimmage slipped, so he held everything up, and Argonaut took advantage of that situation. Again, Argonaut still looks like they've been standing in their 5-2 and reacting to it. Now it's 2nd and 11.
So he did lose one on that play, Rick.
Stack eye again. Double tight.
Fumble.
There it is. Mustangs got it.
I think the Mustangs got it because
got it.
Bellotti was on top of the Mustangs.
Same thing we've been talking about, Rick. There you go.
Yep.
Now, this should, you know, normally something like this would change the momentum back to the other team.
Most certainly. You're at midfield now. When your offensive set the last time started inside the 20, now you get a turnover and you're at midfield. So you can't deny that momentum can't shift back now.
Okay, I didn't catch the number or who got that fumble recovery, but I know number 42, Mike Bosch, was real close to that ball. If he did not get it, he was with arm's reach.
Yeah, I can't tell, but you know what? The fog seems to be lifting a little bit.
They got it. You know what? They got the ball.
I still hear the foghorn, though.
All right, the ball's sitting right at the 45-yard line. What's the holdup here?
5.
What's the holdup, Rick?
You know, they're resetting the chains is what they're doing. They had to set the chains. See, that usually gets chain crews all screwed up because the ball's at midfield and it changes possessions. So you got to reset them, but you don't go very far to reset them. So you're used to going, well, hey, don't we run somewhere? No, just stay right here.
All right.
And Argonaut wants to get going.
They want to go. It's tight formation, no wide receivers this time. It's going to be Rector. What a stick by number 37.
Yeah, he was right in the backfield before we knew what happened.
Christian Gangle, and I mean an excellent individual tackle there.
Yeah, and Steve Atkins is on the bottom of that pile. How much time is left, Jim?
We've got about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
A lot of time to make a score. And we've got looks like we've got a timeout.
Your mother is looking for
Yeah, we have Ricky Davis out in the huddle talking to him, and then defensive coordinator for Amador is over there, and I am uncertain in who that
When
is.
thinking about a car or truck, be sure to shop first at Prospect Motors and Amador Toyota. Their knowledgeable and courteous sales staff will assist you in making the best choice. From service to sale, there's no better place than Prospect Motors and Amador Toyota, the family dealership to treat you like family. Proud sponsors of this, the Game of the Week, for the past 15 years, along with the Foghorn. Jeez, I can't believe it. Let him out of Sacramento, comes up, gets some altitude, gets some fresh air, and he goes nuts.
You know, I heard that foghorn, too. I wonder if we'll start hearing sea lions before long.
I'll give you a sea lion.
Hey, I tell you, I don't think it's the rain is not falling anymore. It's strictly
Strictly fog.
fog. Well, we're going to check Doppler at
Okay.
halftime.
It is falling.
Second down,
That's why the
11
fog is
yards.
lifted.
Drake in motion, and it's going to go straight up the middle this time, and the Amador defense is stepping up, Keith.
Yes, they are.
70 in on that play.
Well, you had 3 men right on top of Chris Barnes, and there was not an offensive blocker anywhere.
Dave Johnson and also number 44, Steve Adkins, in on the stop.
Tom and I were lost on that play.
So, no get. Well, we're going to give him about a half a yard. It's going to be third down and make it 10.
You know, watching Steve Atkins plays linebacker reminds me of when Scott Atkins used to play for me, and that's his son. And if he's as tough as his dad, which he seems to be, he's a heck of a
All right, the
player.
Mustangs all at home. This is going to go to Drake. Right side, cuts up,
Good.
gets 5 on the play there, so
And-
closer to a first down.
And he's a senior
you're driven out of bounds.
running back, and I thought he went out of bounds, but the clock is still going.
I don't think they stopped the clock, Keith, did they?
It's normally 4-down territory.
Honestly, thought he went
So-
out of bounds. I guess not.
Anyway, fourth down and give them 5, so it's going to be 5 to go for a first down. Clock playing a big part right now. Halftime coming up. Minute 55.
4th down, 4th and 5. Here we
So
go.
the Mustangs want to get a first down here to save some clock and not turn it over to the Buffaloes with little time left. This is going to be Rector, number 22, and he's not going to make it at all. He's going to get stood up with a gain of about a yard. So,
Well, I'll tell you what,
On downs, Amador
Coach Joe
takes over.
Anushin said something after that first drive to that defense, because they've come up and really they're starting to tackle better, and maybe they're starting to feel that confidence, and that's what we were talking about, momentum.
That's it.
Once you give a team some confidence, then it's almost unstoppable.
So a minute 35 left in the half. If you're just joining us, good game so far, 7-6. Amador Buffaloes with a 1-point lead, and they come up to the line in the stack eye with Rutherford deep. Got a stunt by the linebacker coming through. Rutherford left side and just buried.
Yeah, that was some big penetration there by Argonaut defense.
42, Mike Bosch.
I believe I saw a flag on the play.
Let's see what we've got.
And again, that's normally an area where you'd have some holding.
Guy with the white hat, holding Amador, and they're going to march it back.
You know, that official's pants, I bet you his mom uses Clorox, because those
They're nice and white.
Those are nice and white. He needs to get muddy.
They haven't fallen down yet, though.
Which means the footing's not that bad there.
No.
Hey, look at that. Well, I can't believe it. It's down here on the right side of the field,
That's
though.
because it's sprinkling pretty hard. I see this.
Well, now, again, Argonaut, I think, may have at least a couple of timeouts. And if Amador doesn't do a whole lot here, I think I'd call a timeout.
Yeah, I would burn one, too, to see if you can get the ball back one more time.
At least to cause them to have to snap for a punt.
Here's the snap. Bellotti, a mix-up in the backfield. Bellotti tries to shoulder it and take it himself, and he's going to lose about 1. Or he's going to gain about a half a yard, but he's going to make it third down.
See, I think the Mustangs going to stop the clock at about 1:03, still bringing up second down and long. But again, it's unofficial how many timeouts they had left. I don't think they've called a timeout.
45 seconds left, and the clock's running.
They called one in the last series on offense.
So if you got a trick play, do you put it in here?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
You want to
not.
go into
Right now,
halftime with the
I'm
momentum.
not too sure that I wouldn't snap it and kneel down.
Second down. Second man through, that has to be
Murphy.
Murphy, I think.
And he's got a big game in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think right now Amador is happy to say, you know what, we're up by a point. We'll go to halftime, make some adjustments. Ricky Davis will take his crew in the tent and
have it out. So 7-6, and that's the way it's going to end. Second quarter, brought to you by American Legion Post 108, who contributes to many Amador County programs and activities. First aid training for students, free standby ambulance service for sporting events, scouting, government programs for boys and girls, training for fire, police, and emergency medical technicians, and of course, the ambulance service for all of Amador County. The American Legion Post 108, it's now and forever. And I know you aren't going to go anywhere, because right now, big game night, 7-6. Amador Buffaloes up by 1. We're going to be back with third quarter action right after these messages.